Our topic for today is succession planning, a catalyst for Rotary growth. Succession planning, a catalyst for Rotary growth. We have compound words here. Succession, planning, catalyst, and growth. We already know what Rotary is all about. I already know what growth is all about. But however, I'll start from the last word, which is growth. Growth cannot come without planning. And for you to have growth, there must be a handing over. There must be a taking over. There must be a good footing by the outgoing. And there must be a good plan by the incoming. So if there is no proper foundation for the outgoing, and there is no good footing for the incoming, growth can never take place. So for you to ensure that there is growth, all of these factors has to come into place. That's why whenever persons ask me, Dominic, why have you been chosen to work closely with the district governor? I just let them know I have to develop my own succession plan for my own self in Rotary, for me to remain within the system as growth unfolds. Succession. A Rotary succession planning involves preparing future leaders and ensuring a smooth transition of leadership roles, preparing successful leaders. However, for you to prepare a successful leader, training must take place, for which the president-elect, I guess you've already attended. I'm correct? Good. You have already been prepared. However, that training does not just end there. There's online training. I guess the district governor as well as the district learning facilitator, Joel Haruna, they've been posting on the president-elect platform on flyers that you are meant to go through. You understand, sites. And I guess you'll be checking some one at a time. I would also advise you, beyond what they have told you to go to the learning center to learn, try to do more. There is nothing bad in you upgrading from where in the next few weeks, your predecessor would have stopped. You understand? There is nothing bad. The beauty I love about this club is you have some certain past presidents who have remained in your club over time. So please, can we put our hands together for past assistant governor treasurer? In absentia, let's still put our hands together for AAA. This includes developing existing members, identifying potential candidates, and implementing training programs to prepare them for key positions. You have to develop your members. So what that means is before July 1st, Mr. President-elect, you also have begin to train your board members on some certain rules that they need to carry as board members. It then means that there are some certain rules that they will begin to play whilst we are on all of these. Let's welcome A.G. Lawrence and Magic President.
Can come to the front.
So, we're talking about identifying potential candidates. In Rotary, you don't get an unorganized man or woman who will become your president nominee designate. Be ready for failure. Buchi, am I not that? You get somebody who's not organized. Be ready for potential failure. My P, you're smiling. It must come to pass. That's the problem about Rotary. Unless the person now chooses to want to work with the leaders of the club and get himself or herself organized. So your club leadership must identify responsible future leaders for your club. The next is implementing training programs to prepare them for key positions. I talked about it earlier. You have your board members, you have 5. You understand? Under the 5 avenues of service. What are your plans for training each of them? Some people are director of vocational service, they don't know. Director of club services, they don't know what to do. Some people are director, you understand, of community services, they don't know. You need to begin to organize training now if it has not been done. Some vice presidents don't know their role in Rotary. Some secretaries don't know their role. They don't know that immediately after meeting, if possible, latest the next day, the minutes of that meeting needs to be on the platform. What of your director of projects or your community projects chair? What does that person need to do to help you during your tenure? Should be able to help you to draw a plan, you understand, on all the projects that you need to do for the year, and plan an execution arrangement for it, as well as budget to ease work for you. You see some club presidents are running around as project here. It's not supposed to be so. Succession planning in Rotary. In Rotary, succession planning is a process for identifying, developing future leaders within the organization, ensuring continuity and minimal disruption when key members move on. Succession planning is key because whilst you are in this club, you see that some people have traveled, some people have relocated, some people have chosen not to come to Rotary, some people may have been sick and say, okay, I don't want to continue. Some due to their spouse, I don't want this or I don't want that. What is the plan in case such a thing should exist? We see that sometimes even presidents, we choose that, oh, I don't want to be president again. What plans do you have? Sometimes some presidents, due to natural occurrences and situation, office transfers them. What happens? And maybe they don't have the means to travel with the economic situation. If it's when Eru was doing flight 9,000 naira, they can come every week. But right now, it's not possible. So what plans do your club have? It's not anybody's fault. We're just talking about natural occurrences. So that's why I always preach to any president who wants to come into our club, please organize trainings in case. What are the connections between continuity, leadership, club sustainability? Continuity in club leadership is crucial for long-term sustainability. It provides stability, fosters trust, and allows for implementation of long-term strategies that may not yield immediate results, but contribute to the club's overall health and longevity. Sometimes, some people come as presidents, they don't want to continue from here, their predecessors stop. It's not proper. You are not fostering unity, you are not fostering trust. You're already creating more problems in the club. Because when your predecessor looks at you, do not continue from where he or her stopped, we will feel that, oh, you've abandoned the collective program, and you realize that there's going to be a little rift, you understand, among both parties. So it's always good that this continues. The impact of leadership transition on club growth, visibility, and program. Whatever the current leadership of this club will carry over to the next administration also determines the success of that administration. If the current leadership carries a burden, before the successor will continue in his or her work, will first of all want to solve that problem before carrying out anything. Mr. B, right now as we are here like this, ensure that whatever burden that will be carried out, sit down with your president, take her out. If she claims she's busier than Tinubu, take her out. Please, I don't want this, I don't want that. Please, Madam President, where did you stop on this? Where did you stop on that? Madam President, please, I need you to help me on this. Madam President, I need you to help me on that. Sir, don't be scared. She'll be there to help and guide. As I said in the other club, continuity and what you're handing over for proper growth and performance. We must ensure that before the handover, which is July 1st or June 30th, as the case may be, there should be one. Change of signatory has to be done from the current to the incoming. So what that means is, between now and the next 1 week, your letter to the bank, that's from this administration, is to be sent, stating you as the incoming. Do you understand? We're talking about seamless transition right now. To be done. That means that you have to sign your column, your incoming secretary is meant to sign her column, your incoming treasurer is meant to sign. All of these things are meant to be with the bank by next week. So when it's July 1st, it's already automated and you can begin, you understand what I mean, to run. It is not proper that by July you'll be struggling for ABCD. The other is, Madam President, is we applaud you for ensuring that there has been growth and stability in the club. Next thing you're meant to do right now is begin to work on your handover report. Work on your handover report that he is going to use as a guide to work in his year. Where you collected membership from. If you know you started the club with 9 members or 100 members, what the club has grown to, you have to state it in your handover report. The number of members you inducted, the number of meetings you held in the Rotary year, number of projects you carried out in the Rotary year, number of fund fellowships you had in the Rotary year, the number of welfare activities, you understand, concerning your members, you had that Rotary year. Because, yes, we do a lot of welfare outside. Those people in panel that have 1 or 2 challenges, even though you cannot solve all their problems, at least, you understand, do it. Make it key. It fosters unity, it fosters love. These are a few key points that you need to do. The other is, if maybe you do not have a treasurer or secretary supporting you, Madam President, ensure that from now, no transfer should be done to your account for you to execute anything. Ensure that all those ones ends. All transfers should go to members to begin to execute. You understand? Because in case it is proper that the club does an audit of the outgoing, my club will do it. I was also audited internally. Once we get the external auditor to audit and put inside, you understand, the district governor's checklist. So all of these, Madam President, you must ensure that all of these are, you understand, sorted so that he is taking over seamlessly. But Mr. President, for you to have a sustainable club growth, is also ideal you have a program for your year. You have a program for your year in July. July is now child and maternal and child health. You need to have a robust program, because you cannot say because she's standing over in June, you begin to plan in July. No. Have your program now. Are you with me, sir? Have your program now that you are presenting to the club. This is my speaker. This is the date. This is the topic. So that in case you are not available, just like I came here today, 6:19 p.m. In case you are not available, the program runs for you. You understand what I can talk? So, the importance of documentation and handover templates in Rotary. Documentation and handover templates are crucial in Rotary organizations for ensuring smooth transitions, continuity of projects, and knowledge retention, especially when leadership changes. I repeat, documentation and handover templates are crucial in Rotary organization for ensuring smooth transition, continuity of projects, and knowledge retention, especially when leadership changes. Now, you know, there are some people that are winners, you understand, who deliver in a winning team for every particular board. As an incoming president, you need to identify those people. It is very important that you identify those people and work with the outgoing president to say, okay, who helped you? So, okay, this and this person, okay, this is where we need to fix this person, okay. You realize that you have a winning team to work with. Some people come, oh, I don't want this and I don't want that. But of course, when you say you don't want it, it draws that person back before you pull them again. So, continuity in programs are very, very important and crucial. The other that we need to focus on is power struggles, favoritism in Rotary. Power struggles and favoritism in Rotary are usually detrimental to club members' morale, collaboration, and overall productivity. There is nowhere in Rotary where you see people struggle for power. They usually lose. You know why? It's not politics. Because there's no money that is shared. If it's politics, everybody will realign again. You understand? But there's a largesse to be shared. But in Rotary, there's no largesse to be shared. In fact, you are spending your money. If anybody did not spend anything to get here, you spent a minimum of 4,000 to 5,000 naira. Either through boat or through your fuel. So imagine if there's power tussle. Some persons will sit and say, okay, now me go burn my fuel, come down meeting where they struggle again for power. They will say no. And don't forget, the person is going back again, spending that same, you understand, fuel or that same amount. So power struggles does not help. I tell presidents, when you see some person struggling power with you, leave that person. After 12 months, it will be over. And that power struggle will end. You just wait for that person's tenure. If the person wants to destroy your club, just be patient. In the next, from June 1st, just count 11 months and 29 days. It's over. The person will leave there. So power struggle does not help any Rotary club at all. Resistance from current leaders, fear of losing control. Some people want to hold control of clubs. For example, an outgoing president. Okay, I've done so this, I've done so that, I've done this. These are my people, that are my people. Oh, don't support this person. No, you don't need it. An outgoing leader, by Rotary standards, must, I repeat again, support the incoming leader. Some people are so bad that they will tell Rotarians that the outgoing president or the outgoing president never supported them, or they are not supporting them. Don't bother. If you hear it, fire on. If you want to hear counseling concerning that, ask Madam Buchi. She's the worst person you want to do such a thing to. She will come to the meeting the next day, coming with a more happier face than what you did to her the previous meeting. So I want everybody to wear in that toga of happiness anytime you are coming to a Rotary Fellowship and learn from Rotary and Buchi in that regard. The other is action plan for clubs. What is the action plan, Madam President, as you're leaving? In your handover note, you need to have some action plans of some certain notable things you did for your club. It is not the ideal that when you are leaving your club, you will not let them see some few legacies that you are leaving behind. It is also very important that your successor has hope that you are there for him all through the next 12 months. It is also important that your successor should have hope that every person that supported you should support him. So your action plans are very, very key to inspire those persons coming on board. The action plan can assist a club to identify where there are gaps in order to provide a safe and welcoming environment for children and vulnerable adults. We're not digressing. There's so many things that we can do, you understand, to create and to bridge gaps amongst the Rotary family. Hosting leadership workshops, I've talked about this earlier. It is very, very important that we stick to this. If a week or two cannot handle your leadership training for your board, please extend it. I was a speaker at the workshop by the Rotary Club of Abuja grandfather. Saturday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. You understand? Robust 6 hours. They took it far away to his school so that when you drive down there, you know you will not leave. You sit down with them in that place. So it's very, very good for you to have a workable program to carry all of you along. Madam President, our PE and fellow Rotarians, if we look around us, our success for your club today is in your hands and not in any visiting Rotarians' hands. Your plan for the next Rotary year is also in your plans. Your investor ceremony will not make you the best president of your club. What will make you the best president of your club is the systems and structures you put in place. Ensuring that you have, at least by Rotary standard, you understand, 6 board meetings a year, minimum. You can have, my club, we have 12 every month. Sometimes we have 4 in case of, they are very important, 4 in a month, you understand, to address lots of things. Madam President, you've done so well this Rotary year, for which we know. We've been able to bring your club members together all the time, but it's not yet over. You still have 4 good weeks to go. This is 2nd of June. I know I told you a lot of things that are brain cracking, and lots of things that you need to do before you hand over. In the next 3 weeks are very, very crucial period for you. All documents that you know are in your possession, as an outgoing president, you need to begin to put them together for your successor. There also needs to be a handover ceremony to make your exit a colorful one. Your handover ceremony is supposed to carry out all your achievements this Rotary year. All your achievements. So what that means is you need to begin to put down lots of information regarding your documents together. The other has to do with your accounts. Your accounts has to be sorted. You need to ensure that your treasurer is through with everything that has to do with bank statement, financial statement till May, as at now, so that by June 30th, your treasurer will only include information about the financial statement for maybe 27, 28, 29 June inside it, so that by 1st of July, 2nd of July, it is handy. All these things makes transition smooth, clean, and fine. We see what happened between Buhari and what did they call him? Tinubu. You understand? Before the handover, before Tinubu took over May 29th. You understand? The handing over process has already started taking place. You understand? The first lady, outgoing first lady, has started taking the incoming first lady to see the first lady's presidential villa. You understand? And all what they need to know. As well as Buhari taking Tinubu around the presidential villa. What that means is before 2nd week of May, every 4 years, the president, sitting president, must have exited the villa. All his things must have been gone, so that the incoming begins to prepare. You understand that he or she is coming in, as well as their aides. So, Madam President, you have a lot of work to do this period to prepare. If there's not been proper handing over, ensure that you have the best handover reports in your club's history. And that handover report, don't forget, is also going to be in his checklist. Mr. President-elect, I know you have had your checklist from the district governor-elect. You've had it. You've gone through it. I don't know if you set up a committee to begin to work towards it. Have you? It is very important that you do it. The incoming district governor is a very thorough woman. So I advise you to set up a robust committee to begin to work towards it and ensure that all necessary documents are inserted. Madam President, our Magic President here present, Past Assistant Governor, Treasurer Ogo, fellow Rotarians, Assistant Governor Lawrence, fellow Rotarians, friends, I don't know if there's any guests. I thank you so much for listening to this presentation. I'm sincerely grateful for this opportunity to make this presentation here. Thank you very much all, and God bless.
If you want to be a good speaker, join the Rotary. If you want to be a good speaker, join the Rotary.